Promotions, and we are here tonight with Vertebreaker. We were hanging out at the West End. It's actually Veterans Day. We had a Veterans charity show today, and they came out to play with a number of other bands and helped to donate to a charity that we had. So go ahead, let's start and talk about who you are, your name, and what you play with the band. First of all,
I'm Ryan. I play guitar.
Jarrett, drums. I'm Jack. I'm on lead vocals.
Greg on guitar.
Rod, bass, and backing vocals.
okay. All right, and actually you guys are not from Orlando, so you actually traveled to come to this show tonight.
This is true. We're from Melbourne. I mean, I'm actually living over here now, but the band is from Melbourne. So, yeah, we like to come over here as much as we can, as long as you'll have us.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's been a while since you've actually been to Orlando. Actually, no. Were you just here recently, or no?
We just did a run of like 2 shows at a Petrified Forest. Shout out Barry Nadler. Thank you for putting us on. We did an acoustic show there one week, and then the full band the week after that. So that was definitely a unique experience. We kind of chalked that up to a lot of different
for our weird gig list.
Yeah, no, we've had some interesting ones.
Halloween park.
We've actually played in the library at one point. True story.
Library.
Okay.
Downtown.
I was actually going to ask how the Petrified, because I have not seen a show there. I actually wanted to go there last year, and I ended up missing the show. So what was that like playing for? First of all, you did an acoustic. So how was that? And then how was it overall playing for a Halloween?
We did. I mean, acoustic shows are always a little bit nerve-wracking, just because. You know, for one thing, we don't do a lot of them, but when we do, we try to make sure we get them as accurate as we can. And the thing about acoustic is that, you know, ironically, because it's not that loud, but you can still hear a lot more little things. So it's just, it tries to, you know, it makes us struggle that much more to try to be on our game in terms of songwriting. But I mean, that's the thing we love about it, is that it's stripped down and it really comes down to songwriting. You know, you're not necessarily going to get blast beats and shredding arpeggios at this thing, but if it's a good song, then I think, you know,
now how is
it'll work out.
How is it for you, especially because I know you on stage have a lot of acrobatics. I'm not going to even sidestrape that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea.
That was one of the first things I noticed about you. I actually saw you when I came to Florida. I hadn't done a lot of shows. One of my first shows was actually your show.
Really?
Yes. In Melbourne area. You were one of the first bands I ever saw when I came to Florida.
Really? Was that at the Boondocks? Or?
I think so. It was when I met Stu from Jesus' Penises.
I saw you blush a little bit saying that. That's
I always do. I've had him on a couple of my shows, and I still can't stop blushing.
Yeah,
I also met Scott from Spasm, but you guys, yeah. So I think it was over there.
Probably, yeah. We played that place a lot. Unfortunately, it's closed down now. But that was like our home base for a good stretch there.
So I had seen you guys. And I was like, wow, this is great music in Florida. I love this place. So I have been a fan, and for a long time. I've been here a few years. So you were one of the influences for me to really enjoy music here in Florida. So
thank you. Well, we're glad we can make a good impression.
Yeah, it was so. And your moving on stage and getting really out there was one of the things that I really caught my eye.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah. Just, I mean, there's nothing worse than seeing a band that's just staring at their shoes the entire time, and it can be. Well, your shoes are very, very, very good. And it's, I wish I had a pair like that. Oh wait. No, but the point about that is, I mean, I grew up loving guys like Paul Stanley and David Lee Roth, and
right. See, acrobatics.
Yes, very much so. Yeah, I mean, Freddie Mercury is my favorite singer of all time, but. Well, no, I left the unitards at home this time.
That's at home,
okay?
right? I was going to say that's at home.
We save that for special occasions. No, but no, I mean stuff like that, and you know, it's as simple as, and I try to tell like younger musicians who I run into who are like, you know, what can I do to get the crowd more involved? Just make eye contact with people. It's as simple as that. kind of ran into it with this guy early on. He was, very shy, didn't move around a lot. Now I never know where Ryan is going to be on stage. It's great. I love it.
It does help. So that's why I was wondering how the acoustic was for you, because you can't really do. Can you? I mean, maybe you can, but it
Well,
seems
no,
like
I mean-
when you're an acoustic, you're kind of sitting on a chair and you're kind of more reserved.
Yeah, I am,
so.
and usually I'll play guitar as well. But I mean, it's a different vibe. It's really all about the music at that point, and we try to, we play a little bit differently. I sing a little bit differently, but the integrity of the song is there, and I think that's hopefully what carries through. It's nice having that intimate atmosphere. I'm not like all yelling and crazy. It just wouldn't work at an acoustic thing like that. That'd be ridiculous. But
the truth is, you just love plugging in and playing the fucking electric for the power.
well, of course.
That's the truth.
Of course, it's very.
But I enjoy it.
It's very tough to keep Jarrett restrained back there on the drums.
It's tough.
It is tough. I admire your restraint, sir. But no, it's but I mean, it's a different vibe. We play because that suits the thing. But of course, a week later, we were able to plug in with the full band and really go at it, which was a lot of fun.
I think another thing too with acoustic is you can bring in a different fan base, but still be Vertebreaker. You can get people to come to your future shows, but they came to an acoustic show. Wow, this band is great, but they're probably not going to see the acoustic show, but they're still forever going to be a fan of Vertebreaker. That's what I like about acoustic acts.
Hopefully that's what we go for. I mean, it's always great getting to play in front of people who would otherwise never normally come to.
Exactly.
People would be like, well, I don't really listen to a lot of hard rock or metal, but I like you guys. That means a lot to us. That lets us know, hopefully, we're doing something right.
Exactly, and that's what I've tried to tell some people when we have acoustic shows. You might get fans that would normally not come to your shows,
right?
And they're like, you know what? Maybe you're right. Let's do this, and it's true. And then they get new fans.
Exactly. I mean, it's actually a little bit easier for me to bring my wife there, so she can actually enjoy it a little bit.
We can edit that out later.
No, it's fine.
Don't worry.
Love you, honey.
All right, so speaking of different shows, I know you have a big show coming up at the end of the month on November 26th, I think? We do.
Okay. We're playing a thing called the Black Saturday Fest. It's brought to you by Spin It Records and Blind Anxiety Entertainment. It's a cool, just one-day festival. Just one day, of course. That's kind of a redundant, but yeah, it's on November 26th, as you mentioned.
Sunday.
Yeah, but there are going to be 2 stages there, and we're actually going to be playing 2 acoustic sets.
Okay.
Funnily enough that you bring that up.
Yeah.
But headlining the main stage is going to be Blackfoot. There's also going to have Boba Flex, Lydia Can't Breathe, which
rivals.
Yeah, Lydia Can't Breathe, which also features Ryan Cowell here on guitar.
Hey.
He's going to be playing double duty, triple duty, because we're playing 2 sets acoustically, and then you're playing with Lydia. So
and we'll be helping out with.
Let me tell you, this guy is like the hardest working man in show business right here. He's got us, he's got Lydia, he's got Pariahs for Hire as well. It's sort of a new project he's starting up.
Oh yeah, in the mix.
So, but yeah, no, we got a lot of great bands. Spasm is going to be there as well. Crowfly, another, and 21 to Burn, and actually headlining, going on right after us on the acoustic stage is Jason Todd, who was the original guitar player for Shinedown.
Okay.
He's going to be there with a singer named Trista Mabry from Nashville. So that's going to be a lot of really good stuff there. And
Okay.
Helios is going to be there as well, which features a couple of people from different bands.
All
as
right.
well. So it's going to be a really fun thing. It's going to be at Space Coast Harley Davidson in Palm Bay. So if you're in the area, please check it out. They're advanced tickets. You can buy them from us or whoever you want. But just come. We want to see you. It's going to be a holiday weekend.
Good times.
You gotta work off all that turkey and tryptophan. You might as well come out and kind of counterbalance all that.
I know if you're watching and you have any interest in this at all, just open up Facebook and bam, there it is, because that's all I've been seeing the past few days.
People are doing the job.
It's good. I mean, we have such a great team behind it. James from Blind Anxiety Entertainment is just promoting the hell out of this thing. So it's those guys have been working really hard to put this show together, and it's hopefully. I mean, if this goes well, we're going to have more, and hopefully some bigger acts come through. Because of that, it's all about building momentum. Everything has to start from one place. So that's. Hopefully this could be the start of something. We'll see.
Right. We'll see how it goes. But,
and hopefully that car isn't messing with this audio too bad. But it's all right.
It's okay.
All right.
All right. So, well, is there anything else that you wanted to go ahead and mention before we wrap it up tonight?
Not much. We definitely wanted to apologize because we did have a show scheduled at the Haven for December, but unfortunately we had to cancel out of that. We are working on a new record. It's almost done. We're getting very close to. Hopefully we can have that spring of next year. We don't really know for sure, but we'll have some new music coming out, and we're always writing new stuff. And just come and see us. For those of you who haven't come and seen us, if you're looking for a good, local rock band, we can do a lot of different things. We can get very heavy. We can get mellow. We can make you want to dance. We can make you want to bang your head. And I'm not saying this to brag, but I mean, I really believe in what we're doing. I'm surrounded by some of the best musicians I've ever met in my life. Please come and see us. It will be a great time.
And I wasn't just saying that. I meant what I said. When I came to Florida, I've been from Pennsylvania. I grew up in California. I went to a lot of rock shows when I was growing up. But in Pennsylvania, I went to shows. I would go to a show and I would go home. Here, I'm a lot more involved in the music community. And as I said, you were one of the first shows that I went to.
Thank you very much.
It really got me inspired.
Where in Pennsylvania were you?
I actually was in the Reading area. So
Reading. Yeah, no, I grew up.
I saw like Emily's Toy Box and.
I grew up in Kennett Square, which is like an hour south of it. It's in Chester County, Philly area. Shout out.
So I mean, these guys really get you involved. He's right. He interacts with the crowds, which, as a singer, I do think that they need to do. They are guitar players, drummers, and such. They play the music, yes, but the singer is really what gets you out there and gets you involved. Because you're the one too. If somebody's not involved in the music, you grab them.
Well, thank you. And it's not just me too. These guys perform their asses off. You're not gonna get to see you guys, staring at their shoes.
Yeah.
Sure. We like to move. We like to get involved and occasionally yell at you if you're not cooperating with us. But we do it out of love. We do it out of love because we want everyone to have a good time.
Well, we got some video tonight, and I definitely want to see you guys out playing in a lot of different areas some more.
Hopefully.
Get out some venues and
Thank
get out there. So, all right, well, Vertebreaker, watch these guys. And you've seen my videos before, so you know you can click on the link directly to their page. Sure. And maybe you get to that festival. Support local music no matter what it is, all right?
Superfox.
Yeah. All right, say Foxy.
You are one cute little heartbreaker.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, you're the backstabber when no one matters to you anymore. I let it go, but it's too much to ignore. I trusted you before, I should have seen it coming.